Hello there guys and welcome back to the FIFA 21 Career Mode with Barcelona, and today we've got episode 2 of the Youth Career Mode. In the last episode then we did kickstart the season off, played our first game against Villarreal away from home, and we only managed to get a 2-2 draw in that game. In the last episode also we managed to go ahead and sign Xavi Simons from PSG for a fee just under 2 million, and like I say we can sign him in this career mode because he was formerly at Barcelona. So just before we went ahead and started off today's episode, I went down and changed all the players' boots in the team, so no player now should have a generic pair of boots. Coming up then guys, in today's episode we've still got 2 games left then in this month before we do move on out to the transfer window, and we are looking to maybe bring in at least one more player from the shortlist. I've added some more players to the shortlist as well, which I'm going to show you guys just in a little bit on today's video. So if you guys do enjoy today's video, please go down below and smash the like button. We hit over 200 likes guys, that would be amazing. And also if you are new to the channel and you want to see more of these career mode videos, go down below, hit the red subscribe button, also the little bell to be notified of when these videos go live onto YouTube. So let's get into the first comment in for today's episode, which does come from Andrew GG, saying Lona, Mariba and Fluente so they can grow a lot. Now this wasn't something I was thinking about originally. I was going to keep all the players in the squad and try and get them as much game time as possible, but I do think if we do loan out De La Fuente and also Mariba, they'll obviously get a lot more game time out on loan, because at the moment I don't really find a space for Conrad to fit in the team, because obviously we've got Ansu Fati can play on the left, Pedri can play on the left, Dembele can play on the left, and also RB who can play on the left as well, so I won't be against loaning out De La Fuente. And also Mariba, obviously we just signed at Simons as well, but we've got Elena who can play centre mid, Busquets who can play centre mid, and also Fernandez, and these 3 players are all higher overall than Mariba. And like I said, my job is pretty much on the line here, so I need to try and play the best players we can. So I might just try and loan out both of them in today's episode. So let's get into the second comment then, which does come from Victor, saying you could get sacked if the youngsters don't perform efficiently. And as you guys can see at the moment from the record above, that we don't have a win so far in this career mode. And that's one of the challenges with this career mode. One thing I quite like, to be honest, is, the possibility of being sacked. Obviously it won't be fun getting sacked. But you can see at the moment the board expectations obviously are to win the league title, win the Champions League, and also the Copa del Rey. So we've got a lot on our hands this season, and the manager rating at the moment is 74. So let's get into the final comment then for today's episode, which does come from D. Winston, saying put Dembele at striker instead of Ansu Fati, as he is faster, taller and more complete. He also has 5-star weak foot. And now we're going to try this in today's episode, because obviously in the last episode I went with the idea of putting Pedri at centre forward. Now if we just go off that first game, he didn't really perform how I thought he would, although it wasn't a bad game from him overall. But I do want to try Dembele at centre forward. I don't think it'd be a bad idea. As Winston just said, he does have a 5-star weak foot, left-footed, 5-star skill moves as well. He's got the pace. He also has pretty decent finishing as well. He's got 75 at finishing and 82 curve. So it's not a bad idea, and that allows us to get Trincao out on that right-hand side. So we're going to try Dembele at striker in today's episode. So here is then, guys, a new and updated shortlist, and you can see here then we've got 3 new players to the shortlist. We've got Cubo as well. Now obviously I didn't really mention it fully in the first episode. So with this career mode we can only sign players that are 23 or younger, and these players either have to be heavily rumoured to be at Barcelona like ERIC GARCIA is, or as you take Fuser Cubo, have to have been at the Barcelona Academy. So with that then, at the end of the first episode I went ahead and did some research online at some players who started off in the Barcelona Academy. Now there's plenty of more players to add to this list, but I just added 3 for the start of today's episode. So we've got Fuser Cubo currently out on loan at Getafe, and then whether we can buy him from Real Madrid is another question in itself. We've got here Charles Perez, currently at Roma, can play right mid and right wing, currently 22 years of age. And now this player, Adama Traore, obviously at Wolves, he's made the move to Arsenal. Now I didn't know he started off at Barcelona. I'm pretty annoyed in a way, because he is 24, so we can't actually sign him. But I just added him onto the shortlist anyway, just to show you guys. But like I said, it would be amazing if we could have signed him in this career mode. So in today's episode then, we are going to sign one player from this shortlist, and I think it is going to be ERIC GARCIA. Like I say, we could do with some strengthening in that centre-back position. Now, both of our centre-backs, I think Todibo is 74 rated and the other centre-back is 71 rated. So, ERIC GARCIA, it's not much different in terms overall compared to them. But we do need, some help off the bench in that case and rotation. So, I think ERIC GARCIA would be a good signing. And like I say, he did start off in the Barcelona Academy. So, at some point in today's episode, we will go ahead and try and sign him. So we did receive then a loan offer for De La Fuente. You can see here though, Atletico PR are interested in getting him on a loan deal to buy. So I went ahead and delegated that just to a loan deal. And you can see here then they've agreed our proposed terms and they're willing to take him on a 1-year deal. So we're going to go ahead and accept that. And like I said, I did want to try and keep him in the team, but if he goes out on loan, he could go up by like 10 overalls if he gets the right game time. So I want to go ahead and accept this loan offer. Like I say, next season he could come back, you know, in the 70 rated. So I've just gone ahead then as well and added Mariba to the loan list. And you can see here we're going to play a chat from him saying he's happy that he's been put on the loan list because he just thinks that's what he needs in his career. So I'm going to say glad we agree and hopefully we can get a loan offer for him before this transfer window ends. One thing I do need help with then, guys, is some kit numbers. So let me know down below in the comment section what kit numbers we should apply to some of these players. You can see, obviously, Frenkie de Jong still got his kit number. Obviously, Ricky Puig as well. But no one is the number 7. We don't have a current number 9 in the team. Now, you guys have to help me out down below in the comment section. Who should have which kit number? Also, in today's episode, we will be keeping a close eye on then the players that we did release in the first episode, just to see which teams they do end up joining. Obviously, we got Messi, still currently a free agent, but we did see in the last episode that Jordi Alba went ahead and joined Spurs. So here we go then. Here is how we line up for the first game in today's episode. We are at the Camp Nou. We're taking on Cadiz, and we're going to see how Dembele does perform up front for us. Trincao playing his first game of the career mode for us, and like I said, I have used him before. I know he's a very good player, and I'm going to see how we do in today's game. Like I said, we need to start off with a win ideally, because currently we're sitting on 2 draws and 2 losses. Here we are then into our first game in today's episode. We're at home for this game as well. Like I say, I'm very interested to see how Dembele does get on up front for us in this game. And he could just be the one to get us a lot of points in this career mode. Because obviously, as you've seen from people in the comment section down below, noting that obviously it's very easy to get sacked in this career mode. That's one thing I quite like the idea of, and it sounds a bit silly, but obviously if I get to episode 10 and out of the blue I get sacked from the Barcelona board, I will not be too happy, but it always adds that bit of excitement into the career mode, the fact that I have to perform well in every game and, you know, grind out results at some point. But here we go, Dembele, go on. Oh wow, okay, 5 minutes in and we already get a shot in on goal. That's a great ball forward to him. And look at that then for a strike, and we do get the corner. Here we go, Frenkie de Jong to take. And okay, I'm just going to try and aim for the centre really. Let's see if we can get anything on this. And okay, the header is on, but it does end up going over there. Firpo, quite a tall player, but the header just wasn't on point. There we go, Frenkie de Jong driving up the midfield here. Ansu Fati over here to Dembele. Trincao now. Okay, maybe play this one down. Ricky Puig now. Get a little chip over. Okay, go on. Chest it down. Volley. And wow, okay. The goalkeeper saves it once again. What a play that was from the team. Ricky Puig with a great little chip inside. And I think that's Trincao there. Just couldn't get it in the back of the net. Decent effort. We do get ourselves another corner though, however. 14 minutes in. We've started off really well. The header, we couldn't get there. And okay, I think we might be able to get this ball here. And okay, we can't. I think that was Ansu Fati there. I thought he would have jumped up for the header. Oh, okay, that's a great ball there. And okay, and it is going to be offside, luckily for us. And I've just noted, Trincao's picked up an injury. What? What? I did not see this happen. Okay, we're going to sub him off because... Was it in the last episode? Or no, that's a different career mode I'm thinking of altogether. Okay, Trincao's got an injury. Let's just bring on De La Fuente. What foot is De La Fuente? And he's right-footed. Ansu Fati's right-footed as well. Okay, maybe Pedri. Okay, no. Let's bring De La Fuente on. I want to get him some game time before he does leave on loan. But that is not a good start. Okay, Trincao picking up an injury. I did not see that at all. But originally, what I was mentioning was Matty Longstaff is currently in Cadiz's side. There we go, the pass up to Dembele now. We've got a minute added on. Okay, let's get this over the top. Ansu Fati maybe with a header or some sort of volley. And we aren't going to get it, but I think we are going to get the corner here, though. We are going to get the corner just before half-time. Frenkie de Jong whips this one in. And okay, the header, once again, wasn't great. And that's the second time now. Firpo's had a decent chance. Okay, he had a few players around him. But the header has gone wide. And we're going to half-time in this game. Still 0-0. Here we go. The ball down now then to Conrad. And I'm pretty gutted now because if Trincao is out, you know, for a couple of months, we could do with keeping Conrad in the side. Ricky Puig to pass through there. Okay, here we go. Pedri, go on, take the shot. And what? I thought that was in. I really thought that was going in. And here's another look at the replay then. Pedri with a great chance there. Pretty much the goal to go for. It ends up going wide. Okay, won it back there. Come on, Dembele, let's go. Let's get this up. Okay, Dembele, just pick it back up. Okay, maybe out wide now to Ansu Fati. Back inside for Dembele. The shot first time. And okay, it's going to go over. We're starting to make more chances in this game. That's 2 chances within the space of 5 minutes. Could have maybe done something just a little bit different there with Dembele. Instead of shooting first time, but at least now we're actually making some chances. There we go, the ball down, Ansu Fati. Pedri now to push forward with it. Looking for the ball back inside. Okay, go on, Dembele, shoot. And what? How? To be honest, I thought he was offside. So that's why I shot first time, because I thought he was just going to blow for offside. But you can see there, he just doesn't strike the ball properly enough to get really anything going. And he goes wide once again. And there's Dembele's chance once again. Like I say, if he would have struck that properly, we could have been 1-0 up in this game. We are going to make a change though. Pedri's going to go off. Elena's going to come on. And let's have a see what Cadiz have to offer here now then with this cross in. Okay, someone go to that. Okay, that's great. Let's just stop him from getting any sort of cross in. And there we go. Todibo stops that one. Let's get forward now with this attack. Todibo. Okay, let's just go back here. Let's just try and get something going here because we've not got long left. Okay, Fati making a decent run. Maybe back inside for Dembele. Okay, it is. Okay, out wide now, Conrad. Oh, okay, the attack sort of broke down here, I feel like. Ricky Puig. Okay, back inside Dembele. And, oh, okay, the pass, luckily off once again. Back inside Dembele. Go on. Go on, get it back. Go on, Conrad. Score, please score. And it is. There we go, 1-0. 75 minutes in. Conrad does score for us off that right-hand side. And we go 1-0 up in this game. And I feel awful now that he's going out on loan. But there we go, look, Dembele passes it back in the end. And Conrad just gets it across the goalkeeper. And there we go, 1-0 up in this game. Finally the goal has come. There we go, Conrad now, get this ball down to Dembele now. We're in the 90th minute. 2 minutes added on. Let's just get a little cross in. And there we go, the cross is in. Nothing going to come from it. We can't pick up the loose ball either. Just waiting for the ref now to blow for the full-time whistle. And we can get our first win in this career mode. Not the best of wins, don't get me wrong. Only 1 goal between the 2 sides. But there we go, the ref blows for the full time in this game. We got our first win again. Not the best of wins, but we got the win. And then Conrad getting the goal as well. So we're into the post-match interview then. And one of the questions here, how do you think Dembele did today? Because obviously on about how we played him at striker. And to be fair, he didn't do too bad. Obviously he didn't put his chances away, which is the case. But then again, he's not a natural striker, is he? He's more of a winger. So I'm going to say he'll learn the position, I'm sure. Like I said, the more chances he'll get in a game, I'm more than likely guessing that he'll put him away. And with that then, you can see we do get a player chat from Dembele talking about the position that I'm playing him in. And he's more than happy to play in that position. So the same happened with Pedri, of course. But obviously now we're playing Dembele as a striker. So we're going to go ahead and say, I do what I need for the team. You can be even better. I'm going to say you can be even better because I think if you can play up front and start getting better in that striker position, he could be, you know, our new number 9. So we do get an email then about Trincao and his injury in that last game. We got a sprained ankle injury. He's going to be out for up to 4 weeks, which again isn't the best. We're going to go over here. I just want to quickly show you guys the news article. And I'm pretty gutted now that Conrad is going out on loan. But if things do get too hard in a team, you know, and we're struggling, we can always recall him from the loan. So I think right now, on this right-hand side, who should we go with? Because if De La Fuente is going to go out on loan, I think the only other option is Arby to play on that right-hand side. Now, what foot is he? He's right-footed. That's the only problem. Dembele is the only player we have on the right-hand side that is left-footed. Everyone else is right-footed. So you guys have to help me out down below. De La Fuente is going to go out on loan. Like I said, I do want him to go out because I think even if he stayed, once Trincao comes back, Trincao might play every game then until the end of the season. And it'll be a wasted opportunity. So I think we'll let him go out on loan. And if things do get tough, you know, too many injuries, we can always recall him from that loan. So we got the scout reports back then for Kubo and Perez. You can see Kubo 75 rated, but like I said, we can't sign him at the moment because he's currently out on loan, so we're going to have to leave that till next season. And then we got Charles Perez here, can play right mid and right wing, and he's left-footed as well. Okay, so I'm sort of changing my idea of maybe signing ERIC GARCIA, but at the same time, once Trincao is back, because Trincao is going to be out for 4 weeks, so it's not that, you know, it's not going to be the whole season. If it was for a pretty long time, then I would look at bringing maybe Perez into the side. But I think just, you know, because we've got some massive games coming up, Real Madrid and, you know, the likes of Atletico Bilbao and some other amazing teams in the league, we need to try and keep the strength in the centre-back position. So we're going to go ahead and try and sign ERIC GARCIA. You can see they're going to offer between 8.2 and 11.4 for him. So we're just into the contract talks then with ERIC GARCIA and his agent. Now I tried to give him the squad role of rotation, but his agent just wasn't having it. He said he wanted him to be a part of the first team quite often. So I'm not against that idea. So we got an important squad role, a 5-year contract. He wants a release clause of 21.6 million euros. So we're going to go ahead and accept that. And his wage of 34,000. Okay, and then a sign-on bonus and appearance bonus. So let's counter that. Let's remove the bonus and his wage. Let's up his wage. So he's currently on 35.5. If he's going to feature in the first team, I want to give him a wage of maybe 42.5. And then a sign-on bonus of, let's say, 250,000. Let's go ahead and submit that offer and see if they'll be happy with that. Obviously, quite a bit of a wage increase there. 7,000, and it's not quite what the lad was hoping for, but he's happy to join the club. And there we go, ERIC GARCIA is going to join. So you guys can see at the moment the current problems we have in defence. So we currently only have one left back at the club. Obviously we do have this defender here who can play pretty much every position, centre back, right back and left back at the club. We got three centre backs at the club, but the third one is 66 rated. Then in terms of the right back, we're pretty much okay in terms of right back. Obviously we got Serginho Dest and Solano there, but I feel like we definitely needed another centre back. So we got Garcia here. He's going to go straight into the first team. I feel like that's the wise choice. Frankie de Jong is going to become the captain, but that just means then we can take this centre back off and then put this one here onto the bench. So it just definitely strengthens the squad up. But at the moment, we don't actually have... I think we're going to have to put this guy onto the bench because we don't have a striker on the bench or anyone, really. Trincão's going to be out for 4 weeks. So let's just put him on. And let's just take Mariba off because I think we are going to get a loan deal for Mariba coming in soon. And I think I'm pretty happy with this team now going into this season. So obviously with the lack of players then we have in the team at the moment, we have a pretty small squad. We will be looking to use the youth academy, and at the moment we do have Ramon Navas in the youth academy. But I am looking to possibly get a goalkeeper through this youth academy because at the moment we only have one in the team. So here we go then. Mariba is about to go out on loan. You can see a team here called San Lorenzo showed interest in Mariba, but he wanted him on a loan to buy. Once again, I went over to delegate, and there we go. They're going to take him on a 1-year loan deal. And like I said, I would like to, again, try and keep him in the side. I don't like the idea of trying to loan too many players because it is a youth career mode. But at the same time, if he goes out on loan, he can come back 74 rated next season, the possibility, or even higher, and then get straight into the first team, more or less. So we're going to go ahead and accept that offer. You can see there an offer from Everton to try and sign Frankie de Jong for 94.5 million. But of course, we're not going to sell Frankie de Jong. But let's get into the second game then of today's episode, the final game against Alaves. And like I said, we made a change to the lineup, of course. Trincão currently out for 4 weeks, so RB is going to come into the side. Now, I don't know if a better idea would have been to put Ansu Fati in the striker position, Dembele out on the right, because obviously he is left-footed, then RB out on the left-hand side, because that is his natural position. But again, we're going to start with this team. Dembele, I want to try him up front. I want to see if we can get something out of him in this game. I'm going to see how the team does perform. So let's get into it and try and pick up our second win in this career mode. I almost forgot as well, ERIC GARCIA making his debut in this game. I don't know how, I completely forgot about that. But here we go, Frankie de Jong through to Pedri now. Just trying to link a few passes together. Not rushing anything at the moment. Okay, we might need to rush if Alaves keep pressing here. Pedri looking for the run. Okay, again, nothing really... Okay, maybe through to Dembele now, and okay, just couldn't get it through to him there. Like I said, just maybe need to speed it up just a little bit. But yeah, how I forgot ERIC GARCIA's debut, I'll never know. Dembele outside now to Ansu Fati, looking, okay, going to try and run at them just a little bit. Out wide to RB here, now down to Ricky Puig. Let's try and get it back to RB, okay. This is working quite well, Ansu Fati, and no way, we just lost it at the last second there. We need to try and really improve this passing because it's the passing that's letting us down. Oh, here we go, Alaves, and they are going to get the call for offside in that. And we need to try and get something going in this game because I feel like it might end 0-0 just with how the game's gone so far. Obviously, early days to sort of say that, but we're not getting many chances. Alaves are really pressing side and really using the counter-attack. And again, as you've seen, passing, letting us down in this game. And that could stop us from getting a goal or two. And okay, there we go, Frankie de Jong doing his job as a CDM. Here we go, Ricky Puig to pass up. And look at that. Look how many players are around Dembele there. We really can't get anything going in terms of... We're going to have to just pass our way through this team pretty much. Here we go. Pedri now. The ball up. Dembele. Oh, I was looking for Pedri, and we can still get it to him. Back to Dembele. Go on, finish that one. And what? How is that not in the back of the net, man? Oh, what? Dembele has to be getting that on target. I'm sorry, but that has to go on target. So we're into half-time here then, and you can see Serginho Dest has now picked up an injury. And we seem to be picking up injuries quite often and frequent here. So let's get Dest off. Let's get Solano on. And not something I'm overly too keen on. But it is what it is. And I think maybe with these sliders, you know, injury frequency has been turned up to 70. So obviously they are more likely to get injured. But the type of injury is down to 40% out of 100. So, but then again, Trincão's out for 4 weeks. So I feel like it is kind of realistic. Because obviously in real life right now, but obviously that's all with COVID and everything, a lot of games being pushed together, a lot of players getting injured. But is this realistic, the amount of injuries we are getting at the moment? If it is, I'm happy to keep it the way it is. It makes us use the squad a lot more. But I don't want the whole team out injured by the time we get to the 10th game of the season. But here we go, Ricky Puig. Oh, I just couldn't find the pass there to Dembele. Oh, here we go, Alaves. Now we've got limited numbers in the defence. Why has he gone for the header there? I'll never know. And the fact he's gone for the head there has really saved us. We could be 1-0 down at the moment. And yeah, we need to do a lot better defensively because Alaves, you know, getting really close here to try and get a goal. And we don't seem to be getting any closer in this game. I don't know what it is. Maybe I can make a few changes in the side. But here we go, RB now, looking for Dembele once again. Again, we're sort of limited in terms of options here. Ricky Puig, let's get this over to Frankie de Jong. Okay, the pass here now. Okay, down. Okay, this is not looking too bad. Ansu Fati, maybe. Okay, inside here, Pedri. Fati, go on with the shots. And a straight at the goalkeeper. Couldn't get the header either. Ricky Puig with the pass. Down to Ansu Fati now. Inside, Dembele. Okay, no options. Pedri, couldn't get it to him. And again, here we go, Pedri. Down, go on, is he onside? Ansu Fati in the back of the net, 76 minutes in. And is that the first goal? And it is going to be the first goal of the game. Ansu Fati is going to be the goal scorer. And I really thought he was offside for that one. But we found a way through in the end. And I'm just so glad we got the first goal here now. And some great pass there. Some great passes, sorry. Pedri, yeah, you know what, we'll make that change. Pedri has been playing pretty well. But it's nice to get some other players involved in this game. And there we go, 1-0 in this game. Maybe another chance here. Here we go, RB now. Maybe through for Dembele. Go on, that's a great pass from RB. Dembele now, come on. In the back of the net, surely. And the goalkeeper saves it once again, man. That wasn't his right foot, but he has got 5-star weak foot, though, to be fair. So it didn't really matter which foot he shot with. I was going to ball roll it, though, inside, a little bit closer to goal and try and go for the shot. But again, it didn't go in. It's not really working for Dembele up front for us. And okay, that's a weak pass there. We aren't going to be able to get that. That's a great pass through. Alaves now, possibly with a chance to get a goal late on. No, slide in. No way. They've got it, man. They've got the goal they needed. 1-1 in the dying moments of the game. If only, you know, we could have just slid in just a little bit sooner. We could have got that ball cleared. And there you go, Alaves are going to get themselves a point in this game. And I knew they were going to score at some point. I just had a feeling, you know, the amount of chances they had all game. Here's another look at the replay here. Look, I think it was Todibo was controlling. It was just a little bit faster. And we clearly took him out. But just a little bit faster. We could have got there and slid and trying to get that ball cleared. But there we go, Alaves get themselves a goal. I don't think we'll get a chance. And yeah, no, we're not going to get a chance. And there we go, the full-time whistle does go. And it's 1-1 in this game. Oh, so that's not too bad then. You can see Serginho Dest, his injury picks up was a bruised shoulder injury. He's only going to be out for up to 5 days. So that's not too bad then. You can see Mariba has been loaned out as well. He's going to go out on loan for a year. So here is then the league table after the 2 games have been played in today's episode. We haven't been able to make any movements in the table. And we're still in 8th place. 1 win, 2 draws on 5 points. But at the same time, to be fair as well, I'm just glad we haven't gone down the table. I'm pretty happy in 8th at the moment. So just before we end off today's episode, then I thought I'd show you guys some of the transfers that have happened in this summer transfer window. So here you can see Sancho has made the move to Manchester United for a fee of €141.9 million. Varane there as well. Marquinhos. So they sold Varane so they sold Varane after making the move for Marquinhos. Varane going to Spurs. So Spurs picking up Varane and Jordi Alba in this transfer window. Goretzka going to Liverpool. Jesus going to PSG. Odegaard, who in real life is rumoured to be joining Arsenal. I think on a loan until the end of the season. I'm not too sure. But he has joined Manchester United. And okay, Lucas Digne going to PSG. Okay, that's not too bad. Sonuncu going to Bayer Leverkusen. And okay, yeah, Spurs getting rid of Alderweireld, but also bringing in Matip as well. Let's go ahead and see if any of the players that were released at the start of the career mode have made a move to any sides. So here we go then, guys. Here is some of the players that obviously we did release and the clubs they have gone to. So Braithwaite going to Fiorentina. You got Langley going to Manchester United. I bet they're so happy picking up Langley there. Griezmann going to Liverpool. Okay, Jordi Alba, as we know, going to Spurs. Pjanic going to Sevilla, Umtiti going to Arsenal, Busquets going to Bayern, Coutinho going to Sevilla, but obviously no sign of Messi, because obviously, like I say, Longstaff, no, that's not the same Longstaff, but his brother moved to Cadiz, and okay, Messi is nowhere to be seen in this, so Messi must still be a free agent. Let's just double check here before we do end this episode. And okay, so I'm guessing no team can pick Messi up, because he does have the one club trait, and yeah, no, Messi is still a free agent in this career mode. But there we go then, guys. That's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And like I say, we strengthened the side today with signing ERIC GARCIA. Obviously, Trincao, as we've seen, got an injury. He's going to be out for up to 4 weeks, which isn't great, but hopefully RB can come in and do a pretty decent job in his place. And obviously, as you can see as well, we've got a youth squad monthly report, which we will have to take a look at in the next episode. So if you guys did enjoy today's episode, please leave a like down below on the video. Hit the subscribe button if you are new, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.